Alright, we are live. Welcome in the Gaming Nanny, welcome in Chaos Royal. Get in on the hunt. See how many resets it takes us to get our shiny Heatran. That's not shiny. Also, I need to see how long these resets take too. Where's my stopwatch? Alright, I'll start the stopwatch on the next reset. Also need to start recording. I doubt we'll get the shiny today, but you never know. Not shiny. "25 seconds. 30 seconds. 35. 40. 45. Takes about 48 seconds to reset. That's longer than Moltres. And, yeah, it's longer than both Moltres and Darkrai was. Reset 3. It almost takes a full minute for a reset for Heatran. Thank you, Chaos, for the 632% of your shiny luck. Not shiny. Not shiny. Thanks for lurking, Demon Nanny. What should we name her when we get the shiny? Hey, Animations, how you doing? How's your morning going? Bad, you're still looking for that Gligar. Ooh, yeah, that might take a while. I hope it gets better for you. It's a 40% spawn chance. I wish you the best of luck in your shiny hunting of Gligar. Nope, her eyes are not purple. You haven't had rain in 4 hours? Are you talking about in the game? That's good. That's really good then. I need to do calculations, see how many resets we're going to be doing per stream. On average, it's about 48 seconds. Yo, we're getting a Nixie raid. Let's go. Welcome in, Matsuya. Welcome in, LLAGDP. Carnivine is only memorable because of Team Rocket, and that's it. Welcome in, Nixie themselves. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Yes, I am a big fan of Fennekin. We just started it. Like, we're only in the first few resets. So hopefully it's not going to be super long. But it probably will because it's BDSP. We're probably going to get about 80 or 90 resets a stream. Chespin was overrated for no reason. The only bad thing about it is overhated. I'm not a big fan of Chespin. I don't like. I like Quilladrin. I don't like Chestnut. I like the first and the second stage of Chespin, but I do not like Chestnut. I think Quilladrin's a pretty cute Pokemon, but Chestnut is just like way too bulky. I don't like it. Alright, thank you for the raid, Nixie. I hope the recording goes well. See, I'm a fan of Marshtomp too, but not Swampert. I like Mudkip and I like Marshtomp, but I'm not that big of a fan of Swampert. I still like Swampert, but just not as much. So, the same way I stream Pokemon, have a capture card, I have OBS, and I've got something that links my well, my capture card is what links my Switch to my laptop to stream off OBS. Nope. I don't really play off emulators. The only emulator I have is for Pokemon Emerald randomizer, which I used to stream, but I the connection for streaming it was not good, and it would always be like super laggy. Not shiny. That is surprising. Hey, Shining Riolu, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Especially for how beloved Pokemon Emerald is. That's really surprising that it was like one of the least sold. I'm doing pretty good today. Thanks for asking. Not shiny. Thought it would have been Pokemon Silver. I had a special connection with Silver because so I got my Pokemon Silver at Walmart when it first came out, and the game I had was already complete. So I got a developer's copy of Pokemon Silver. I had Lugia on it. I had the three dogs and all of it upon first turning on the game. I already had all 16 badges, so I got a developer's copy of Silver. So I had a special connection with that game. I love Silver. I wish I still had the Pokemon on that game. Unfortunately, I could not. Uh, my save file got deleted. Yellow would probably be the least because Pikachu has no improved stats. What do you mean? Yeah, Matsuya, um, a sibling of mine didn't really understand my love for collecting Pokemon. So instead of letting me keep my data, they would take my game without asking and delete my saves and start the game over. So I lost all of my data for that demo copy of Pokemon Silver. Oh, that's what you mean. I kind of liked it. I liked having the Pikachu. What's up, the unrivaled Phantom? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for lurking. Your MVP in yellow was your Clefable. Nice. I haven't played yellow in a good bit. I was doing a Nuzlocke on yellow. I got all the way to Koga, and I completely underestimated what level his Pokemons would be, and I failed it right at Koga, and I haven't played since. Last time you played Yellow, you hacked Raichu as your starter. How'd you do that? Oh, okay. Emulator plus the universal randomizer. That makes sense. Yeah, the trainers in Koga's gym were like level 40. So I was like, okay, my, you know, just high level 40s, early level 50s Pokemon would be no problem for Koga. And then his Pokemon were high 50s. And I was just like, I guess I lose. It was a fun video, but sadly didn't do so well. Um, did you fail your run like I did? Oh, okay. You won, but the video didn't do well. I understand that. Most of my videos don't do well either. Which is another reason why I don't post many videos. Most of them get about like 40, maybe 50 views. Not many people recognize the superiority of the Raichu. It's all because of Ash. That's why. It's Ash is the reason. Alright, we hit the like goal. If anybody would like to set a new like goal for us, I'll pin it to the top of the chat or bottom of the chat if you're depending on how you're watching. Oh yeah, that's true. Especially since Lieutenant Surge evolved his Pikachu the moment he caught it. So the Raichu was just a lot weaker than it should have been. Because it didn't have all of the other moves Pikachu would have learned. Thank you for the like goal. Beat the main DLC in the Blueberry. You beat the main story in the Blueberry DLC, and the Dragon Trainer and the Elite Four was your favorite. Oh yeah, his Raichu did bully that Pikachu though. That is true. That is fair. The main reason I didn't like Raichu in the early games is because its sprite was atrocious. I I did not use a lot of Pokemon in the original 3 games because of how bad their sprites were. What's up, Mikey Avocado? Or no, Mikey Ace Veto. I don't know why that registered in my brain as avocado. I am sorry. How you doing? How you doing, Mikey? You know, you're not wrong. I have seen some of the Japanese sprites. I'm glad you're doing good today, Mikey. That's true, especially the guys with the EVs. How they were trying to force their little brother to evolve their Eevee right away. Not the Hitmonchan looking like a Togekiss watching Doduo poop. I have not seen the Hitmonchan sprite. I have seen the Mew one though, and the Mew one is god awful. I want the Pokemon Company to acknowledge missing no from glitch in Gen 1 in the files. I would like them to acknowledge the missing form of Shelter in the files. I want us to be able to catch the Pokemon that's on Slowbro's tail. That's what I want. Do you think a Dragon-type evolution would have been perfect for Galar? I think so. We need the rest of the 18 types for the Eevees. I agree, animations. Gen 3 is when the sprites started getting good. Dragon evolution for PLZA. Ooh, that would be pretty cool. But it's not a Cloyster. It's a completely different Pokemon. EV types are only based on types that are special. Flareon's a physical attacker, though. And so is Leafeon. Leafeon and Flareon are both physical attacks. Oh, from before the physical special split. That makes sense. Hey, King Saris, how you doing? I doubt we're gonna get it, but I want them to bring us back Pokemon contests for Legend ZA. It's not too far in the distant past, like Legends Arceus was. So I want Pokemon contests. If not in Legend ZA, then in Generation 10. You're doing good, just relaxing on your bed? Nice. Pokemon Showcase from the anime? Yes, I would love that too. They had it, I believe, in X and Y, but it was just bad. It wasn't that good. I know they had the movie thing for X and Y. What's up, Planty Gamer? How you doing? not shiny. You're planning to do a Professor Oak challenge when ZA comes out. Nice. Oh my god, if they would all become meta. All of those would become meta. I guarantee it. If Game Freak made Mega Evolutions, every single one of them would be meta. My day is going pretty good for the most part, Planty. I agree, Animations. I want a baby evolution of Lapras. I agree, Matsua. That would be pretty cool too. If the evolutions got a third evolution and each one was dual type, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, no problem, Planty. You're all good. Huge power and Mega Flareon. Just imagine that damage. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I can imagine it. That's so good. What do you got for me, Mikey? What's your thoughts? Lapras carried in the Terapagos fight. Lapras carried in the Terapagos fight for you. Nice. Flareon becoming a firefighting. No, we have way too many firefighting types. Please, no more. Oh my god, that would be terrifying. Just imagine looking at an alpha Pokemon that tall. Mega Mega Shedinja gets 2 HP and electric typing with an air balloon. Oh my god. No, just no. Let's not do that. That's true. It would not be able to use the air balloon because it has to hold the Mega Stone. Oh wait, no, in Legends games there are no held items. So they could actually do that in Legends EA because there are no held items. That makes me wonder how they're going to do Mega Evolutions because we know they're returning. So what are in Legends ZA, are the Mega Evolutions going to be permanent? Or are they going to be like how they were in Let's Go? You would just call them Titan Pokemon instead of Alpha Pokemon if they were the same height as the G-Max D-Max. Yeah, that makes sense. You had an interesting idea of doing an April Fool's Let's Play, going through a game with an electric type Shed Ninja holding air balloon. Oh my god. If it has Levitate, then it can't have Wonder Guard. Yeah, that's true. Just imagine an Alpha Galarian Darmanitan. Oh my god. You know how Pokemon will Mega Evolve in ZA? Which original dragon? The Tau Trio as the original dragon. Either bring back held items or just make it so you only have to have the stone in your bag. They'll probably do it the stone in your bag thing. Alright, how many days do you guys think this will take us to get the shiny? Darkrai was 40. Darkrai was the big 4-0. Put the Megastone in the forehead like Vision, and when you want its normal form, you pull that sucker out of its head like that. Oh my god. Just kill the Pokemon to take the Mega Stone back. Snap. Imagine if Game Freak made the original dragon look like Charizard. That would be cool. I would love to put accessories on the Pokemon. I wish that the ribbons your Pokemon got would be displayed on the Pokemon when you sent them out in battle. That would be cool. Or at least one ribbon would be displayed. At the very least, just one ribbon. Yes, the game will be a little dark, but add Arvin and everything will be okay. Bidoof with a top hat. Yeah, I agree on that one, Matsuya. Especially since there's no limit to the number of ribbons you can put on a Pokemon. Wooper with a top hat. Now I want to see a Wooper wearing a top hat. I love the cosplay Eevee, or no, cosplay Pikachu that we got in Omega Ruby Alpha, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So it would be great to actually get Pokemon we can dress up. Like we were able to dress up Eevee and Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu and Let's Go Pikachu as well. That was my biggest disappointment with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, was that the cosplay Pokemon you got was mandatory to be Pikachu and could not be any other Pokemon. Genesect and Mewtwo has the Megastone embedded into their chest. That's true. And a Glock as an accessory. Octillery had a move called the Shoot in Gen 3. I forgot about that. I forgot Octillery had that move. Just imagine if the cosplay Pokemon for the Gen 3 remakes was a randomized Pokemon. That would have been amazing. Why does Remoraid evolve into Octillery? It doesn't make sense. That you're not wrong. I don't know why Remoraid evolves into Octillery either. Blastoise has built-in cannons. What's up, Wolfie? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Alright, thanks for being here, Matsuda. Hope you have a good day. Hot take on SSBU. There should be more playable Sonic characters than Fire Emblem. What's SSBU again? I'm doing pretty good, Wolfie. Just trying to get the shiny Heatran. Hopefully we'll have better luck than Moltres. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm not really that big of a Super Smash Bros. Fan. I've only ever played the one, and it was for GameCube. Just wasn't my thing. Every fire type has a flamethrower, so just give every grass type a gun and a whooper. Because he needs protection from the razor leaf. I did not get the shiny Moltres, unfortunately. I gave up. Just for now. I'll eventually return to it. I know I'm at like double odds. Returning to Moltres with a Whooper with a Glock. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that even if I wanted to because the Moltres is on Let's Go Eevee. Eevee with a Glock. Well, my Eevee is wearing a Team Rocket shirt. Have you ever wondered what Pokemon taste like? I have. Have you ever heard of Slowpoke tails? They are a delicacy. I want to find a good Slowpoke tail emote, and when we get enough members for another emote, I'm going to make that one. Team Rocket steps up the scale with a Glock and an Eevee. Oh my god. What's up, the Cox kids? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Tatsuguri sushi would probably be delicious. You're not wrong. Depending on which form of the tatsuguri, I think each form would taste differently than the other one. No problem, Wolfie. You're all good. Alright, can we get to the light goal in the next 5 minutes? We are 5 away. Well, technically, the Slowpoke's tails, they grow back. So, it doesn't really do that much harm because their tails do grow back. That I don't know. The game never really specifies how fast the Slowpoke tails regenerate. Hey Ashton, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. When do I stream God of War? Um, it shouldn't be that too far away. It's definitely not 50 years. I imagine it would take about a few weeks to a month. I'm glad you're doing good, Ashton. Well, considering it's a poisonous Pokemon, I personally don't want to know what Galarian Slowpoke tastes like. Gets his tail back, maybe we'll get a Glock. I'm hoping to stream God of War in a few weeks. It's definitely going to be an 18 plus stream. Definitely. Probably a bad substance I can't say in chat that makes people feel different. What am I hunting after Heatran? After Heatran, I might do either Shaman or Arceus. Where do they get the meat in Pokemon? From the Pokemon. There's no other animals in Pokemon besides the Pokemon themselves. That got retconned out after Gen 1. In Gen 1, they had other Pokemon, other animals besides the Pokemon. But after Gen 2 was introduced, all of those got phased out. Nuh-uh. Alright, we are on the last check of the stream, and then we're gonna go on a raid. Alright, let's see who's live. Oh, this Heatran's a boy. I thought Heatran was always a girl. Weird. Alright, I'm gonna put us on the outro while I look for somebody for us to raid. Alright, we're gonna go over and raid Purple Phoenix.